Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's tutorial I'm doing a really easy makeup look that's super easy to do with a little bit of glam, tipsy glam, not too much. So if you want to know how to achieve this look, keep on watching. I used the Argent Gorgeous palette by Jaclyn Hill, and I just did like super basic look where it's just like easy to do. You have a little bit of colour, you're kind of a neutralish lip. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel and let me know what you think in the comments below. It's going to be a voiceover one because there's someone in my house at the moment in bed, so I don't want to talk the whole way through. Let me know what you think, and don't forget to check out my Instagram, my Twitter, my TikTok, everywhere else, and I'll see you in my next video.
I start off with some primer. I already cleansed and toned on my face, but then I start off with some primer, the ordinary one I absolutely love, and I just rub this all over my face, even my eyes. I've rarely used an eye primer. I think one primer just does enough. I have a horrible cold sore that I need to cover up, so then I went in with my concealer. So this is a a Rimmel one, and it just has 3 shades. The purple and the very light one is almost gone, but I went in with some green on top. And then I went my brush and I went in with some purple and the lighter colour for under my eyes to really get rid of my bags. I'm just going through a phase where my bags are so dark at the moment. I'm finding it really hard to cover them up. So I just went in with a lot of colour corrector just to kind of balance it out so my foundation could go on a clean canvas. And then I went in with my foundation. Well, I rubbed in the concealer bit, the corrector first, then I went in with the ordinary foundation, which I absolutely love. I'll try to find links for everything and leave it all linked below. This is the full coverage. I realized 2 of my earrings were different and I was fully awake after having about 2 coffees and still put on wrong earrings. That'll tell you how much of a daze I am in lately. So then I always go in with the brush and I rub it all over my face, and then I use my sponge. I just find that's the best method for me, and I end up using less product as well doing it this way as well. So then I went in with my concealer. I went in with a really white one because I really wanted my under eyes to be nice and bright. So this was the Pro Base, really the lightest shade you can get. And then I went in with my So Sue Me sponge and I blended it all in. And I spent a good like 5-10 minutes really blending this all over my face. So I just skipped a lot of that. Then I went in with the So Sue Me contour stick. I really like this one. It's nice and creamy, melts on the skin. It does exactly what it needs to do. This is in the shade Warm. That works best for me. I always do a little around my lips just to help them plump. Then I went in with a different brush and just kind of buffed it out to make it easier with the sponge, because I find it tends to go on the skin really well and nice and creamy, but it can set really quick. So if I use a brush to buff it out and then blend it with the sponge, it tends to work a bit better. So it looks crazy, but then once I get the sponge on it, it blends all together. So then I have the Makeup Revolution powder. These aren't my favorite powders, to be honest, but I'm just trying to use up what I have right now. And then next month I want to do like a whole restock of all my makeup collection. So I'm trying to use up everything so I don't waste any product. Then I go in with my Holy Grail, the Benefit Hoola bronzer. I just think I go through phases of not using this, but then I always go back to it. It's just my favorite. The shade and everything just works perfect for me. Whether I'm kind of pale like this or I have a lot of tan on, it tends to work better for me. And then I just brush that in all over, just getting it in. Then I go in with this little small buffer sculpting brush from Real Techniques. Get the Hoola again, pat it in and then tap it. And I use this to contour my nose, and I tend to do this if I want to give myself a real snatch nose. It takes me ages, but today I just wanted a little bit of shading so it isn't like completely snatched, but this is more an everyday makeup, and I think this is the best way to do it. I really like the way it always turns out. It just gives me a nice bit of shading. Went in with a bigger brush just to buff it out a little bit more because I really needed it. Then I went in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade. This is in the shade Medium as well. I absolutely love this. My brows at the moment are an absolute mess, but I'm just living what I have right now. I've tried plucking them and stuff, but I'm always afraid of over plucking them a little too much. So I just kind of leave them, and when I get back to the salon, I'll get one of the girls to help me. Then I use the Jaclyn Hill Armed & Gorgeous palette, and I just use the green just to give me a bit of shading. I want this makeup look to be as basic as possible, just something quick with a little bit of colour. Obviously I wasn't really going anywhere, but I keep on doing real creative looks on my Instagram and stuff. So I'm kind of forgetting how to do real basic looks, if I'm being honest, just like a normal eyeshadow, because I haven't been wearing any. If I go anywhere now, it's literally just a bit of foundation, maybe a slight bit of bronzer in the crease. So I want to try get a few of these videos done as well, just to get the practice back in, I guess, and my speed as well, because I used to be a lot quicker doing my makeup, and now I'm a lot longer at doing it, and I don't want that for going back to work. So I'll just a little dance just to get through it, and then a little swipe here till I get my next look. And I completely messed up that transition, but anyway, we'll just continue. I did do some mascara as well, then I used a soft palette. I kind of just use a blend of all the colours from my highlighter, if I'm being honest, and it always comes out good. I never have any complaints with this highlighter. I can't even lie and say I do swap it very often, because I actually use this most days. Then the Holly Boon, the H&B Cosmetics, I use this. This is in the shade Obsessed, and I do put a little bit of gloss on, which you'll see in a second, but I love this shade. I just find, again, matches me when I have tan, when I don't have a lot of tan on. And it really goes well with my hair as well, with it being orange, which I absolutely love. And then of course more highlighter, because you can never ever have too much highlighter. I remember at this point thinking like, I love it, but there's something missing. This Sosumi lashes I love, but I remember looking at this point and thinking, but my lash was a little bit wonky looking, but I needed something else. So I went into the Armed and Gorgeous palette again, and I popped on some orange just to give my cheeks an extra bit of colour, because I have a love-hate relationship with pink or orange blush, but or pink or red blush, but orange peachy blushes I absolutely love. So let me know in the comments below if you like this makeup look. I absolutely fell in love with it, and I felt so bombed that whole day. I couldn't wait to like actually do my makeup to leave the house. A bit of gloss, and here we go. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think, and thank you so much for clicking into this video. I really like it. Smash the like button, please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.